It's already past 11 o'clock now. I've realized that writing code for myself is really different from coding at work. When I'm working for someone else, all I think about is quickly finishing the tasks my boss gives me, or just pushing the project forward as fast as possible. But when I'm coding my own projects, it feels like I'm creating my own ideas. Recently, I've been working on my own AI application. Previously, iOS and mobile mini programs weren't particularly convenient, so a friend suggested I use Lovable to first make a web version. In the process, I encountered two major difficulties. The first was data import and the other was data mixing. But I also gained two major insights. The very first consideration is that when it comes to the crucial process of data import, besides diligently searching traditional websites for comprehensive lists like countries, regions, and cities, you can also thoughtfully consider using advanced AI to help you efficiently summarize and meticulously organize the data. For example, I first tried searching for how many states there are in the US, and then how many cities are in each state. I found that Wikipedia had rough estimates, but to complete the task more efficiently, I used Gemini to help me, which really improved my efficiency and reduced my workload. On the other hand, there's data mixing. I had two similar fields that both required this kind of mapping relationship, and this was also my first time using such a tool to write back-end code, since as someone who has worked in product, I have absolutely no technical background. On one hand, when creating the table, I didn't consider that some fields would be needed, which led to the scale becoming too large and the operations running very slowly. So during the process, I ended up deleting those unnecessary fields and removing duplicates, essentially restructuring the data table. On the other hand, when importing, if you let Lovable reference data with similar names, but categorize them under different primary fields, you need to clearly specify that field A references table A and field B references table B. Otherwise, it might cause the data to get mixed up. To sum up, perhaps the biggest takeaway is that I've learned to use AI to help myself organize data more efficiently. When prototyping, verify the results provided by the AI. If everything looks good, proceed with organizing the data according to this table format. On the other hand, when you have identical characters that need to be mapped to fields from different databases, you first need to clearly define the complete set of fields you require to prevent referencing an excessive number of fields. On the other hand, when referencing, you can also tell it which similar field names correspond to which primary level field contents, as well as specify the corresponding tables and the first, second, and third level fields. This way, it won't mix up the data, which could otherwise result in your initial data getting messed up and the functions you previously needed being completely wiped out. That's about it. Yes. And the most important thing is that when referencing different tables, you also need to specify that the previously written functions should not be deleted or modified in any way. Otherwise, all your efforts might be wasted. Even though I worked until 11 o'clock and didn't touch my phone at all today, spending 5 or 6 hours on this, I still feel that I gained a lot from it.